Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pisces, I started with the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. And I needed to pull out a couple of tarot, too, to understand the energy that I'm looking at for you. But now I do understand it, and it's a very unique message. It looks like to me that you are looking very carefully at how something or someone here has made a very forceful effort to cause you to feel indifferent about something. Yes, this is what I'm seeing on the table here. It's almost like you're taking a second, you're looking, I want to say, there's got to have been some type of strategy that somebody's been using in some way. You have, okay, you had the magnifier card, and I pulled out the judgment card. Okay, looking very, very closely at details here. And, well, actually, I asked, and then I asked, well, what are they looking so closely at? And the Force card came out. I later clarified it with the Queen of Pentacles. But two cards came out. The Force card came out, and Surfeit came out. And the Knight of Wands came out with that card as well. And the Surfeit card is like really described sort of like being indifferent, like feeling sort of indifferent. There's something has gone on here where you might be recognizing that a choice, decision, or conclusion that you came to is not the right choice, decision, or conclusion. And your reaction to that choice, decision, or conclusion is sort of like indifference. Like, I don't care. I'm not that invested, or it doesn't really matter to me. But it's like you're realizing that something here has forced you into that direction. Like in some way here that you've been forced, you feel forced, or you're recognizing that you were steered towards feeling indifferent. Okay, like, so here's an example of this. Let's say you have an older sibling that lives with your parents, still lives with your parents, or has moved back with your parents. This older sibling, it would be their responsibility to sort of maybe do things around the house for your parents. Logically speaking, if they're maybe even living there with free room and board, that would be, it would not be unexpected or inappropriate to even expect that sort of help, right? Unless the person had a physical disability or something like that and wasn't capable of it. It's almost as if like that, let's say that sibling could have had conversations with you or could have said things to you that indicated your parents didn't want anything being done around the house, like at all. Was not to touch anything. They were like, let's say they're just saying, you know what? Our house is a tear down. Our house is a tear down. This is how our street is unfolded. And there's no sense in putting money into something that you'll never get back. The things work, that's fine. Right, so then you would create, maybe you would have like an indifference to the state of your parents' home because somebody has like fed you lines like that or said things like that to you in some way. Like, this is just an example. I don't know. There's not a lot of cards out here yet. So I'm just really kind of intuitively going off of what I see here. And I'm going to show you the underline in a second. Now, it could be like something like that, right? Where somebody has been trying to tell you something, or you've been fed information repeatedly that's been intended to guide you into feeling indifferent, like just feeling indifferent, or maybe you shouldn't be feeling indifferent. So your underline is dark forces, Poppy, and dragonfly. This is literally feeling like being overcome by some sort of, you know, I'm going to just come right out and say it. This feels like a dark magic. It feels like weird, like dark magic, like putting somebody into an illusion, or it's almost like gassing someone, and they're not, their consciousness has been like altered in some way. Like in some sort of dark way, your consciousness being altered. But then the dragonfly comes through, and this is metamorphosing out of that. This even looks like a bad trip. Like a drug trip or something like that, right? Like with opium and the poppy. I mean, the poppy too speaks of remembrance, and there could be some sort of memory here of darker times, like a memory of darker times. This could be, you may find yourself, a part of your subconscious here may have even forcefully put you into assuming a state of indifference about something. I don't know what the indifference is about. That's what's so interesting here. I don't know that yet. I'm going to say, I guess we're going to uncover that together. But this is starting to see through illusion, like starting to see things clearly. Not quite there with the dragonfly. The dragonfly doesn't represent absolute clarity. It's only a partial metamorphosis, unlike a butterfly, which is a full metamorphosis. It could be too like some type of cycle or state of mind here that you took it as far as you could take it. I don't even know. Like this could even be trying to alter your consciousness with something like perhaps, I don't know, dope, wine, anything. But it's dark. There's a dark force behind it. That's the problem. And so because there's a dark force behind it, you're only limited. Like you can't, a dragonfly will never be a butterfly. And a dragonfly, well, to say never, I don't know, maybe in like hundreds of millions of years of evolution. But you don't have time for that. I'm just going to tell you right now, you don't have time for that. It is like to recognize here, right, that the dragonfly, that's as clear as something will be. The dragonfly too has a lot of both positive and negative throughout the world attachments to it. It can be this or it can be that. Where the butterfly, for the most part, around the world is just seen as a very powerful end to an extreme metamorphosis that is like blossoming. It's like a blossoming, right? Like a butterfly is like coming to life again. You could be looking at how you've judged something or a situation here very closely. You're looking at it very closely. Now, some of you, maybe this is a mother, it's herself, a mother themselves, that has tried to force you to see something here. Or it could be the influence of a mother around you that is in this state of surfeit. This could even be looking for some type of adventure because you don't like what's around you. This could be judging someone that you think is in that state. The one thing that I know for sure is that this is you. This is you. This is the card that came out for the very first question. Show me Pisces energy. And it's magnifier. So you are looking very closely at something or maybe someone or how you've judged them. Okay, so this also, I could look, based on these cards too, like, I don't know, this Queen of Pentacles with force. It's giving me a very Taurian energy, right? Like Taurus energy. There's a bull on this force card, and we have this archetype. Actually, why do I feel like, what is the Queen of Pentacles? I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is, why am I forgetting this? Isn't that funny? I pulled this up and we got, the devil is right at the bottom. And I just went through the deck, my other deck that has it written down. It confirmed it for me. The Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn energy. The King of Pentacles is Taurus. The Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. Could be somebody is forced to do something because of work. Because we're picking up Capricorn, not Taurus. There might be someone here that you feel like you've judged them incorrectly. Now, if that's not the case, you're feeling judged or that someone has tried to skew your judgment. Well, let's get back into this deck then. So looking carefully at judgment, what do you see? What do you see in your judgment here that you are looking very closely at? What is it that Pisces sees? Okay, you see a conflict. You see conflict here, clearly. The Five of Wands. You could also see competing interests, or you could see force. Because here there's a feminine energy and she's wagging her finger, and she almost feels like like they're all over, like all around her, right? Like kind of closed in tight here. It's almost like she has to defend some sort of position that she has, but none of them. The one with his arms crossed is the one who seems the least open to any sort of information beyond what it is he thinks or feels or what is going on here. Somebody is being, I don't know. Let's just see. So the Five of Wands. I like to pull 3 cards out for a clarifier. The Page of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it's like if you thought you knew what the conflict was, you're reassessing what you thought you knew the conflict was. You're looking at something with a clean perspective. It's also changing your outlook or what you expect. So the Queen of Pentacles is the Force card. How is this Queen of Pentacles forcing things? The Nine of Wands, well, she's been forcing things for a long time. The Nine of Swords, she don't want to hear. And the Fool. How is she forcing things? This is some type of storyline that's gone on for a long time. Okay, this Queen of Pentacles looks like someone who is exhibiting or utilizing a very strong force here that really can't be challenged. And there's something here that is difficult to get past in the mind. I don't know. Okay, so here's the other thing. This could be like somebody who's influenced you in some type of decision-making process here, and you are recognizing that there's a conflict with that, or how you came to some type of decision, that decision was wrongfully affected by an outside source. Because this Force card, when I said, what are you looking closely at? The Force and the Surfeit came out. Something or someone that is forcing a sense of indifference. And that it's important to have some sort of freedom from that. This could be a storyline or something that has been repeated over and over and over and over and over again. And it's almost like if you repeat it enough times, it'll make it true. But that doesn't, no, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter how many times you say something. If it goes against reality, it can't change reality. It can't. But this is weird, right? Like some sort of dark force here, maybe almost trying to change reality and seeing. Not seeing it 100% clearly. The Surfeit has the Knight of Wands. That's almost this desire to try to break free. The Knight of Wands. It's too many cards. But a King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. That's interesting because there's like the King and Queen of Pentacles here. Is there something going on between your parents? Is there something going on with how someone here has developed some sense of apathy? Or at least they're supposed to feel apathetic around. So it's giving kind of like Four of Cups, this Surfeit. I feel like there's someone's behavior here that you're trying to understand, but there's an incorrect influence in understanding that person's behavior. And that person, if there's an incorrect understanding around someone's behavior, this could be causing you to feel apathetic about them. I feel like there's three. Well, obviously, there's you, and then there's this King, Queen of Pentacles in the reading. I feel like there's three energies here. Like, I feel like someone here has been trying to influence you. And I'm not sure if it's this Queen of Pentacles or if you're seeing that this Queen of Pentacles is being wrongfully influenced in some way. What's the Nine of Swords? The Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Well, we got the whole fucking family here now. the whole Earth sign family here. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And the Five of Pentacles. There could also be something here where somebody's been trying to describe a long-term plan to you. But there's been, I don't know, like a misunderstanding about what that plan is. I need to understand what this stuff is in the past. What are the dark forces that were in the past? What were these dark forces in the past? The Knight of Swords. Okay, jumping to a conclusion, doing something too quickly. Maybe saying something before thinking about it. And then the Poppy. Could be some sort of conversations or rumors. The Poppy. The Emperor. The Dragonfly. The Five of Cups. Okay, Knight of Swords. I want more on that. This is so intriguing. The Knight of Swords. The Six of Cups. The Wheel. And Justice. But this is connected to a dark force. It's fixing something. It's fixing something, or recognizing when sometimes certain things need to be given time to fix themselves. Or some unexpected something unexpected happens that clears out something very dark and bad. There's memories here. It's interesting, right? The Six of Cups and then this Poppy. There's strong memories here of someone or about something. The Emperor. The Chariot. The Tower. And Temperance. This is somebody, this feels like somebody moving suddenly. These two people are having a conversation. Wait a second. These two people are having a conversation. Something bad has happened, and it's like telling the Emperor that something bad has happened. Or the Emperor the Emperor is telling this person that something bad has happened. But just wait. It's like, just wait. Something bad has happened here. The Emperor seems fine with whatever this is, but this person does not seem fine about it. But just give it time and everything will be okay, is almost like literally what the Emperor energy is saying here. It's almost too like the Chariot can feel like moving, and then you find something that's broken, you're unpacking everything, or it's almost like everything is finally unpacked, and then you accidentally move your hand and you knock over this precious cup onto the floor. Like everything got here unbroken and then that broke. But it's literally like the Emperor is just saying, just relax and wait, everything will be okay. Dragonfly is the Five of Cups. It's almost like being disappointed or not wanting to, but to be honest, that looks like the Emperor. It looks like the same person, just without their glasses on. The Five of Cups. The Hanged Man. The King of Wands. The Four of Wands. Feeling like somebody doesn't want to wait. It's not what somebody wants to do here. Something is broken, but it's like it can only fix itself through time. That's what the past is. Something got broken. It can only fix itself through time. I feel like your energy now is looking for that. It's like your energy is looking for the, I don't know if I would call it a promise, but maybe it is, that something got broken and only time can fix it. But in time, it will be repaired. And what is the symbol? What is the teacup? What does the broken teacup symbolize? What does the, like, okay, first I want to say, right, like the broken teacup already has the symbolism of something that you would pack away safely in a period where, you know, things are unsettled and moving around, and there's times where you don't have control unless you are moving yourself, and you move every single box. You know, you move every single box. But it's like, and getting to that destination and everything getting unpacked and knock it over, right? Like, oh, fuck. It's weird. It's almost like when you think it's okay to exhale, then so that already there's some type of interesting symbolism with the teacup. So what does this broken teacup really symbolize? Strength. Wow. Somebody's strength broken here, or breaking. Well, it's the Tower. This whole section is major arcana with the Emperor, the Chariot, the Tower, Temperance, and the Strength card. It feels like going through some sort of planetary shift that feels so intensely powerful that it feels like it's breaking somebody. It's breaking their strength. It's breaking their courage. How does this past tie into now, like the energy that I'm looking at for Pisces? How does this past tie into Pisces now? The Ten of Pentacles. Well, it is. It's like something is going to be better. Does it tie into your legacy? It ties into your final legacy? Does it tie into a relationship that you have with someone here, or a relationship that you will have with someone? Is there a sense of apathy because something was broken in the past here? It ties into family. It could tie into some sort of get-together or reunion. The Four of Swords is at the bottom. It's the only one in the upright. There's that sense of ease, relax, waiting in a relaxed state. I think for your extended, I'm going to lean into this card a little bit here because this is like looking at the details. I'm going to ask in the extended Pisces, which I'm going to go do now. I'm going to ask, what detail have you overlooked? What detail have you interpreted incorrectly? And what detail still needs to be revealed to you? There's two options in the description below if you'd like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.